Good Friday. It is 3 o'clock, and we are doing our Sunday preview with Matthew Allen and Kody Pritt. Matt, how are you doing today?
Well, good, Kody. How have you been? It's been a couple weeks since we've been able to come out and do this little video here.
Yes, it has. Yeah, I had to go down to Tennessee to preach for my family, and we did sort of like a little combo thing. I went down there and just celebrated an early Christmas with them, and they got to see Maverick again. It was my grandparents' first time seeing Maverick, so that was a good thing for that. Anyway, I got down there and got to preach on, I preached on faith and works and grace, and they really enjoyed it. They pseudo offered me a job, and I told them I can't go down there, so you guys are stuck with me.
Okay, well, that's good. We don't want you to go anywhere, Kody. We want you to stay here and do the good work you're doing here. So.
Yeah, we love it here. So.
Yeah. Well, so we are talking this Sunday about how God secured our hope.
Yeah, it's a great topic.
And I'm really excited about this. Of course, all of this comes out of Ephesians chapter 1 and our new theme for the 2024. Our curriculum year is already in motion. We're already marching ahead with that. We've spent the last couple of weeks in Ephesians 1 talking about how God has secured our hope. We've talked about what the hope of our calling is. That's what we did last week. And today, or this Sunday, what we're going to do is go back and look in the past. How did God secure our hope in the past?
Yeah, and this is, I really like this because it does cross over into faith, and we actually talked about this a little bit, sort of, Wednesday night, in our Wednesday night class with Jim Rutter, and we got into the topic of defining faith and what does it mean, and I kind of made a comment on that it is... I was actually talking with my dad about this on Sunday, and he said there are many passages where you can actually just exchange out the word faith for truth. And from truth, you can have like a certainty for a framework in order to have actionable decisions or choices to make that will have a certain outcome from them, if that makes any sense. So that's basically what we're talking about here. God keeps his promises. He is faithful as long as we are faithful to him, so that he gives us the power and the emboldenedness, the motivation to take action through him, and then we will have the consequence that he promises.
That's a great way to put it. And, as we go back into the Old Testament and we look at how God moved after sin came into the world, he began to exercise the plan that he had created from before time began to actually redeem us or buy us back from sin and save us. And all of that begins with Abraham. And the story of Abraham and how he chose Abraham is absolutely amazing to me, because from everything we can tell, when Abraham comes on the scene, he is a pagan, he is an idolater, he is living way down in the land of Ur of the Chaldees, and God comes to him and says, hey, I want you to get up, and I want you to leave, and I want you to go to a place I will show you. And the next verse says he got up and did that.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? It's great. It's like when God calls, we have the answer. Yeah. And I think, I keep going back to Sunday, but I actually got into this conversation with my mom. I think it all comes down to that. There's going to be a point in everyone's life where they are faced with the decision. Am I going to have faith and follow God and who he is? Because I think everyone encounters God at some point in their life, whether that be through the scriptures and through other people who are taking the message out in an evangelistic way, or whether that be that they come to him through some sort of conscious decision of knowing moral right and wrong, and they know that they shouldn't be doing certain things, and then they have the decision: do I want to seek him out and then to continue that relationship further and keep continuing to choose God, or am I going to do something else? And Abraham obviously chose God.
Yeah. And so we're going to be Sunday in Hebrews chapter 6, Kody, and we're looking at verses 13 through 18, and it's really a powerful passage that talks about how God secured the hope of Abraham. And you keep the background of Hebrews in mind. He's talking to discouraged Christians. He's calling on them to make a greater sacrifice and to trust him in dire circumstances that might involve them losing their life. And the question comes down: how can I know that God is going to be there for me in those moments? And what the writer does is goes back and he says, look, Abraham believed. He was a faithful man. He trusted in who I am as God, And not only did he trust in God's character, because God cannot lie, he trusted in the purpose that God had set, and those things forced him through, helped him get through to victory.
Yeah, yeah. Ultimately, it's a relinquishing of self-control.
Yeah.
Allowing our will to be submitted under God's will, and everything will be taken care of.
So that's what we're going to be talking about on Sunday.
I'm excited for this one, Matt.
It's going to be great as we talk about how God is faithful, and that, Kody, is repeated throughout the Bible. God is faithful. God always keeps his promises. He who began a good work in you will bring it to completion. What a beautiful text that is, and what this assurance that we have of getting home. Well, that all of that's going to be wrapped up together in this lesson on Sunday.
That's great. It's going to be a great lesson, and we hope to see you guys there at 5051 Wilmington Pike Sunday morning.
So 9:30 is our Bible class time, and we have Bible classes for children. In fact, we have a whole new classroom wing that's just opened up in part of our building that we finally got remodeled, and it looks great, and there's plenty of room and plenty of Bible classes for children from basically 0 all the way up to 18. And then we have three adult classes on Sunday morning. And so there's plenty to choose from when you come here at 9:30 on Sunday morning. And then, of course, we'll be here at 10:45 for worship. Obviously, everything's live streamed as well. So come out and be a part of us on Sunday.
We hope to see you there.
Have a great weekend.
God bless.